Firstly, the product in the sportswear industry are quite vary in terms of space, in terms of weight and size. You can see the swimming suit is very small, so you can put hundreds of swimming suits into a very small cartons. But it also can be very large and heavy, like a gym's equipment. So the handling, the stuffing, and the transportation of the sportswear products could be very complex. Secondly, the escalated change in the market now, which means that people will use a sportswear product not only to practice sports, but also for general use, like going to work. So sportswear product is now for everybody use. So the logistic network needs to be very large. We will have to deliver the sportswear product to all the people in the street corner in the world. Challenges. Let's say because the sportswear products industry is heavily impacted by the weather. You can imagine if the summer in Western Europe is coming earlier, the needs for the summer product like swimming suit will be earlier, and the sport brand who can react quickly and fill their stores with the summer product, they will win the competition. Otherwise, you will lose the customer. So it would request the very responsive logistic networks, and it needs to be very flexible. Secondly, now on the sport brand, they are trying to put the inventories not only in the distribution center in the consuming country, but in the warehouse in the exporting country, or even in the warehouse of the factory. So when there is a need from the customer, they will pull the shipment and ship directly to the customer. Therefore, the logistic network needs to be very flexible and responsive in order to meet the demands. There are several trends, but I can mention here the two quite common one and recent one. The first one is digitalization. So all the sport brands are now going full speed in digitalizing their process, their operation. Heavily invest in their IT system in order to speed up their supply chain and logistic activity. So digitalization is very important. Secondly, is green. So you know that all the sport will be played and enjoyed outdoors in the fields. So the sport brand, they really care about the environment topic. They really care about how to reduce the impacts of logistic activity and supply chain activity to the environment. I can say the opportunities a lot. You can see that Vietnam is replacing China to be the world's largest sourcing of sport product, footwear and apparel. And yes, there are a lot of activity there, so from local trucking to international transportation by sea or air, from vendor management to warehouse management activities. So a lot of activity. And currently, the current biggest market is in US, followed by Western Europe. But then China, they will soon become the second biggest market for sportswear product. And Vietnam, we have a lot of opportunity to reach to China markets. We have tax-free, zero tax import duty with CO Form E, so our product can compete with a local made China product in terms of price. Also in terms of lead time, we have a quite new service like cross-checking, the range service connecting Vietnam and China. So the lead time is very competitive with the local made product in China. Even for the Vietnamese sports industry, now even it's quite small, around 200 million US dollar, but it's estimated to be double in the next 2-3 years. So the opportunity are there. But as we already shared, the challenge also are there. The requirement from the market is very high. So if the logistics service provider, they can turn the challenges into their competitive advantages, yes, I can say it a lot of opportunity for them. Yeah.